The markets are off to a roller coaster start this morning as more of President Trump's tariffs take effect. It comes after another turbulent day for Wall Street with a sharp sell-off, sending the markets into the red at the closing bell. The fourth straight day of losses has the S&P 500 nearing a bear market, which is a drop of at least 20% from its recent high. As the Wall Street Journal notes, the S&P 500 had a historic day, with Tuesday's swing marking the first time since at least 1978. The benchmark rose more than 4% during a session, only to close down more than 1%. The tech-heavy Nasdaq Composite blew its biggest intraday gain since at least 1982. And yet, the president continues to defend his tariffs, falsely claiming that countries are paying the taxes on imported goods. Last night, at a Republican event in Washington, the president bragged about his trade policies.
Countries are paying tariffs. Right now, China's paying a 104% tariff. Think of it, 104%. Now, it sounds ridiculous, but they charged us for many items 100%, 125%. Many countries have. They've ripped us off left and right. But now it's our turn to do the ripping. I deal with other countries all the time. I am right now on tariffs where they want to make a deal with us. We don't necessarily want to make a deal with them. We're happy the way we are, taking our $2 billion a day. But they want to make a deal with us. I know what the hell I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. And you know what I'm doing, too. That's why you vote for me. I'm telling you, these countries are calling us up, kissing my ass. They are dying to make a deal. Please, please, sir, make a deal. I'll do anything. I'll do anything, sir. And then I'll see some rebel Republican, you know, some guy that wants to grandstand, say, I think that Congress should take over negotiations. Let me tell you, you don't negotiate like I negotiate.
Meanwhile, President Trump's latest round of tariffs currently in effect includes an additional levy on Chinese imports totaling 104% in what's now being described as a full-blown trade war between the two nations. The move comes after China refused to back down and drop its 34% retaliatory tariff on the U.S. The communist nation's Ministry of Commerce accused the U.S. of bullying and blackmail. At the same time, President Trump said the newly imposed tariff hike would remain in place until China makes a deal. China says it's willing to hold talks, but not under duress. And President Trump is now saying pharmaceuticals will be hit with more tariffs after evading his first round.
But we're going to do something that we have to do. We're going to tariff our pharmaceuticals. And once we do that, they're going to come rushing back into our country because we're the big market. The advantage we have over everybody is that we're the big market. So we're going to be announcing very shortly a major tariff on pharmaceuticals.
All right, joining us now, former chair of the Council of Economic Advisors under President Biden, Jared Bernstein. Thank you so much for being on the show this morning. The president's term that I won't repeat, can you explain the potential consequences of us putting all these countries in this position?
We're seeing the consequences. Thank you for having me on. We're seeing the consequences in real time. About $6 trillion of wealth has evaporated in the past few days. By the way, our total trade imbalance with all countries is a little bit north of $1 trillion. So we're kind of burning down the house here versus taking out the garbage. So the consequences have been real. The disruptions to global trade have been obvious. We have a banner headline in the New York Times this morning. U.S. implements punishing tariffs on trade partners, including a 104% levy on China. Now, when I was in the Biden administration, we put a 100% tariff on Chinese electric vehicles, and the idea there was to keep them out of the country. Last year, we imported $440 billion of imports from China. It is not at all economically realistic to think about keeping them all out of this country.
What do you make of China's response so far? And do you think that they will cave? As I think Trump is assuming a lot of countries are going to just cave, and some in some ways, I guess, are.
Well, first of all, let me say that China does engage in some unfair trade, but it's exactly the opposite of what we just heard the president say. He suggested that they are charging prices that are double what they should, and that's how they're ripping us off. In fact, the China play is much different than that. It's exporting overcapacity to us and capturing market share by selling under cost. So it's the opposite of what the president said. And that unfair trade should be addressed. We certainly tried to do so in the Biden administration. But I don't believe that what he's talking about now is going to work at all. When the Chinese say, we'll fight to the end, that's a quote from Beijing. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the end is. It sounds terrible. There was some suggestion of negotiations overnight, and I suspect we'll see more of that. But what a terrible way to go about this. This is some of the worst diplomacy I've ever seen, and absolutely the worst economics I've seen in international trade in a long career.
Yeah, you call this burning down the house. I'm wondering if in all the conversations you've had along the way about this, as everybody is talking about it, do you know anybody who has a positive spin on this? And if you could talk more about what this means to someone who's on the verge of retiring and is watching the markets and trying to figure out what to do.
Great questions. So first of all, I have not been able to find anyone who isn't paid to believe that this stuff can work, who doesn't share the view that I have. So it is a extremely common and pervasive view. You know, a lot of us looked at this formula that they cooked up, which is kind of nonsense divided by 2 in order to come up with this. And I literally haven't seen one economist who's not paid to believe otherwise to endorse that. The question you asked, I think, is in some ways the most important. How does this affect regular folks? Obviously, consumers are very worried about what this is going to do to their prices. But yes, here's a number that I think gets overlooked. A lot of progressives in particular think the stock market doesn't really matter. 60% of people who are 55 to 65 have 401ks in the market, and they're getting killed by what just happened. And the last thing you want to do is to enter your retirement with your 401k in a down market like this. So he is really just whacking the heck out of people right at that pre-retirement space.
Okay, so I want to hold that thought because a lot of folks on Trump-adjacent media, I'll just put it that way, are saying this is their time to give back to their country. I can't even say it with a straight face. I want you to comment on that, these losses that these people that you were just talking about are enduring. We're talking with Jared Bernstein, who's former chair of the Council of Economic Advisors under President Biden.